Alright guys, so up next is the Immortal on the Genesis. It came out in 1991 and was designed by Will Harvey, developed by Sandcastle and published by Electronic Arts. It's a adventure role-playing type of game and there are no difficulty settings. There are 8 stages and my challenge is going to be a deathless speedrun, so let's see how that goes. Alright guys, so it is time for the Immortal on the Genesis and let's just jump right into it. There are many things here in this fucking game that'll ruin a run, especially the RNG part of it. And you know, doing this deathless in a speedrun is kinda hellish. So I will be, you know, avoiding most fights in this game. Only 2 things should engage me, and let's see how that goes. I'm aiming for a sub 16-minute run here. That was kind of fucking weird. The guy just went through. But that's fine. I'm just gonna go with the flow, don't you know? Forget about the letter. Pick up the key. Pick up the money, baby. I'll just go right through, you know, no stress with the arrows. This is the bad room of this first stage, you know, you have 2 invisible enemies and 2 items to pick up. They are RNG on their movements, so based off of how they moved prior to your arrival to the items, they might engage you, but you know, most of the time if you do exactly what I just did, they will not engage you at all. Let's get out of here. So I will be buying the anti-slime potion here. You gotta talk to him twice. There you go, and there are a few wisps flying around, so I'm just gonna charm them. And here's the first bad part of the game. Well, besides that dark room that I passed there, but this... Sometimes the wisps will not go through the door, and I can't understand why. But I'd like to have at least 3 go through and kill these 2 guys off. Come on, you fucking dummies. There you go. The dust of compliance. And I fucked up there. Go back in, please. The frame rate is so bad. Okay, so now you gotta wait maybe 4 seconds or so. Go back in. Have the spores kill the guys. And if you help out the king by giving him some water, he's going to give you a key and help you out with the puzzle of the stage. Gonna pick up the stone. Time to use the oil. And let's see if I can drop the stone here. Nope. So fuck that shit. I'm just gonna go through here. The dust of compliance. Because if you don't have the dust, he will refuse to give you the stone, and there you go. Let's just drop the stone right on this guy. Alright, so I obviously had some issues in this run having them clean out the stone. So I lost at least a good 7 seconds or so. So there's an important skip that I'd like to do, and if I fail, there's gonna be a fight that lasts maybe 40 seconds or so. Alright, so that kind of fucked up, and I might be par on the time saving, unfortunately. His RNG movement made it so that I wasn't able to escape the first time around, unfortunately, so let's just see if I can still reach my sub 16. If I don't, it doesn't really matter. I'll know where, you know, the fuck up was, and it's not like I absolutely need a sub 16, but it would be pretty, you know. If ever I do land this run, I'm going to leave it up to the rest of the people to clear the game under 16 minutes. So very soon there's going to be another RNG moment. So you can actually pick up the bomb a second time as soon as they go off, if you're fast enough. So here's the RNG moment. Yeah, that was pretty close. And it's funny because I probably had the worst RNG possible. Okay, that was kind of weird. So this is one of the worst stages in the whole game. You gotta fly with a carpet. This is where you're gonna need some skill. So I'm actually picking this up to have the real ending. Because yes, there is a real ending in this game. That's right, there's a real ending here. I'm going to explain that later on. So you need to save this girl for the real ending. If you don't save this girl, at the end you get rescued by a goblin. And I preferred, you know, I prefer being rescued by a sexy hot fucking blonde chick versus a green dude that will most likely have a green cock. So I have 10 minutes left before my lunch is over. So here you need to actually spend some more money. You're gonna buy a potion of reduction. You can avoid talking to these guys. You're gonna just waste some time if you do. And now I wait. I wait maybe 5 seconds. Alright, let's go. Fuck me on the brown ass. So I'm going to keep this run. If I was inches of resetting my game here. Inches, that's why the fight was terrible. I was this close of fucking resetting the game. So I'm still gonna keep this fucking run anyways. Literally inches from resetting the game. So that slime is seeking me out pretty much. And once again, there's a fuck up, wasting tons of time. I'm never going to have my sub 16 with this run, but it doesn't really matter. It's pretty obvious where it did fuck up, so if ever anyone in the future wants to, you know, do whatever I did here, you can do so. And perfect this run for a sub 16. I have done a sub 16 in the past. I did a sub 16. I did actually 15 minutes and 40 seconds in a practice run. So it's very doable, very easy. You can do even better than that. It's just that this run is actually fucking bad. It's terrible. Gotta watch out, the RNG for the spawns of the cocoons are pretty bad here. And your guy bounces off of the walls if ever you mess up. And the levitation is limited time, so you gotta really, really rush through here. So if you have time, you go talk to this guy as soon as possible, and then you actually have time to avoid the fight. And here's the second unavoidable fight besides the spider. Alright, let's go. It's such a shame that I messed up this run though. One fight that shouldn't have happened. A few bad RNGs with other rooms. The frame rate is amazing in this game. So you had to go get the thing and bring it back to the whirlpool. And this ends the level. Wow, I hate pressing the button and nothing happens. Fucking game, man, sometimes I swear. So now we are at the end, and don't forget the timer starts when you gain control of the wizard, and the timer stops when you perform the last action. Because after the last action, there's nothing that you can do to fail the run. Which means that, you know, it's okay to stop the timer. So I'm going to start off with Blink. You're going to have to dodge the dragon 6 times in a row. And you have to time it. If you blink too fast or too slow, you're dead. Okay, so here you're going to need some fire protection. Let him breathe twice. Bring out the amulet. Never read the runes or else you're dead. So then he talks and blah blah blah. So as soon as you gain control of your wizard again, you go for the statue spell. And here again you have to time it. I wait until, you know, the electricity leaves his arms. When he does that, you go for Sonic. The most amazing sound that any Genesis game has ever produced. Then he's going to talk again. And here's where the timer ends. Activate magnetic, and there you go! Timer stops. But of course I messed up royally throughout the run, and I had one unnecessary fight. That bad RNG movement when I tried to avoid the fight in the third stage. And various other things, but you know, I could have easily done a 15-minute and 30-second run here. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to, you know, go through this run and do a sub 16. Very doable. I could start this game again and go for the sub 16, but you know what? I'm on a timer. I have more runs to go through. Happy with this run, and there you go. The end of the Immortal on the Genesis. You can skip this text, and it goes to game over, play again, and then you restart. So, like I said, you can skip saving the girl, gaining more time, but then you don't have the real ending where she's the one who goes to save you. You're gonna have a goblin instead to go save you, so I wanted the real ending, plus a great time, plus a deathless run. But, you know, it fucked up. I did have one fight, which sucks because I usually am able to skip that fight. Well, there you go guys, the Immortal, and hope you enjoyed that, and see you next time.